guys, what is up? Today is Friday. And what is Friday, you may ask? Well, Friday is Q&A slash mukbang day. Yeah, mukbang. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. No one ever really knows. Anyway, so this week I got just a bunch of questions from my friends on our group chat, and I'm gonna answer just their questions today. And this week I actually do have a mukbang aspect. You wanted a mukbang. Nobody wanted a mukbang. So you get a mukbang. But Riley, nobody wanted a mukbang. Okay, so what is mukbang food, you may ask? Well, I was upstairs and I was like, wow, what can I eat for this mukbang? And then I saw this giant bag of croutons and I was like, yeah, that looks delicious, but you can't eat it without ranch. So I'm eating croutons and dipping them in ranch. Also, but then I walked down here and saw the stuff from the mystery box from yesterday's video. So I also have these delicious, delectable chocolate-rooms. This is not an ad, but Meyer from Japan, if you want to sponsor me, you're allowed to. I just don't know how it works. Just kidding. We'll figure it out. I promise. Sponsor me. I'm ready to indulge. Let's do this. Wait, should we eat first or should we question first? Always eat. That's what I like to say. That's my motto. Wow. It's very loud in my head. Is it loud to you? Okay. Okay, also, okay. Wow, I've said okay like a million times. I'm so sorry. We have nicknames in our group chat. First of all, our group chat is called Basketball Masters. Not because we're good at basketball, but because we got really addicted to the basketball emoji messenger game one time. And, well, that's where we've been ever since. Anyway, we have stupid nicknames, and I'll just refer to them as their nicknames. So, Cut a Mental Breakdown asks, Legos or kinetics? I guess it depends on how intricate we're talking. But are they kinetics? Are they connects? I think they're connects. Basically the fancy ones that make roller coasters. I pick that one, the former, the latter. Kinetics, connects. The fancy roller coaster making non-Legos. The next question is Minecraft or Fortnite? She knows this was a really stupid question because I don't play Fortnite. So obviously Minecraft is superior, and honestly, who wouldn't say that? Because it is. Crouton break. The next question, still by Cut a Mental Breakdown. If you were a praying mantis, would you eat your hubby? Okay. I'm pretty sure she's asking this question because praying mantises do indeed eat their mate. If I'm wrong, sorry. Would I eat my hubby? I suppose the answer would be if I was a praying mantis, yes, because that's just their nature, but if I still have my personality embodied in a praying mantis, probably not, because I'm not down for cannibalism. Next question. Still Cut a Mental Breakdown. How long are your eyelashes? I just had one. About that long. Now I get to make a wish. What should I wish for? I wish that I could sleep at some point in the next month. Next question! I will warn you also, by the way, that Cut a Mental Breakdown asked several questions. They were mostly her. Anyway, so Cut a Mental Breakdown asked favorite sport to watch and favorite sport to play. I'm not a big sport watcher, but I don't know. Ooh, that one sport where people fight over food at the buffet. Just kidding. I don't go to buffets that often. Also, people don't normally do that, and if they do, I want to be their friend. But favorite sport to watch? I don't really watch sports, guys. Favorite sport to play, I wouldn't necessarily say play, but I do like to snowboard, and that's fun. Ooh, also I like to juggle. Is that a sport? We're gonna call it a sport. I also like to juggle. Name one thing about each one of us that makes you proud. Okay, little background. I am part of what you would call a squad. A squad meaning there are 4 of us. Myself, which is 1. And then we've got Amanda and Rachel, which is 2 more. They are twins. And Autumn, which makes us 4. Yeah, we're pretty tight. Anyway, she wants me to name one thing about each of them that makes me proud. What she really means is, Riley, would you please just flatter us? I'm proud that Rachel did her paper last night. I'm proud that Amanda tried to do a paper last night and stayed up all night attempting to finish it. I'm proud that Autumn didn't take the nap she was going to take at 6 o'clock last night, because that would have been a bad idea. So those are 3 things that I'm proud of for each, well, 1 thing for each of you. If you would eat only 2 foods for the rest of your life, what would it be? While I'm enjoying my mukbang croutons, I don't think it'd be croutons. It will probably have to be chicken and, I mean, rice, I guess. That would suck. But chicken can be made in so many different ways, and I eat rice a lot, so I guess those would be the 2 most practical options. Favorite nickname anyone has ever had? Well, Cutta mental breakdown's pretty dang good. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know. We don't use a lot of nicknames around us except for 1, and it's Rito. So my sister's name is Reed, and my best friend's little brother's name is also Reed. So he got the nickname Rito really early on in life, and he's 15 now, but we still call him Rito even though people at school call him Reed and stuff. So I guess that's probably the favorite one, and I'm never going to stop using it because why would you? Ooh, Entertainment Queen says, how isn't your mom doing? I don't know what that means because my mom is, I don't know, I'm just going to take that as how is not your mom doing? I don't know. Wait, how is not my mom doing? So are you asking how my dad is doing? He's doing pretty good. He's coming out of whatever this is too, except he had it way worse. I just have like a loss of voice thing going on and an annoying cough. He had like sinus infection, ear infection, so he's coming out of that, so I guess he's doing better now. My mom, though, in case you wanted to know how she was doing, she's giving a massage right now. She's a masseuse, and that's what she's doing. And I think she's doing pretty good, except she's probably sore from giving all the massages. Cutta Mental Breakdown asks, any near-death experiences? I'm pretty sure she was just trying to pull a story out of the water. See what I did there? No, you don't, but you will in just a second. My friends and I, this was kind of in a video briefly a while ago when I told you about the horror story of our adventure to a water park. The whole trip was horrible. Well, it was a great trip. A lot of like bad things happened. My friends and I were in the wave pool, and basically they don't let tubes in there anymore, which is really annoying because it makes it way harder to get into the wave pool. But I guess it makes it more safe considering if someone goes under, they don't get trapped and lost under a huge blanket of tubes on the water. Anyway, so we're out there swimming, and a couple of us are strong enough swimmers to be out there, and we can stay out there and have a good time. Get a workout, swimming. But Rachel was not as strong a swimmer, but in the middle of the waves there was a dip, and it dipped right in the middle. So when the wave would come, and then you dip, and you could hit the floor at our height, which is not very tall, about 5'4", 5'5". Well, I'm like 5'5" fish, a little more than that. Rachel's probably 5'4". Anyway, so, but short enough so we can be able to touch. And so when the wave, so you can touch, bounce back up over the wave and come down, touch again, therefore being able to stay in the center. So I told Rachel this because I was out there, and she said she wanted to go out there. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we start to go out there, and we're swimming out there, and we're just about to crest into this, if that's a word, like crest and like get into this divot that we can then bounce. But right as we were going over the little edge into the divot, apparently Rachel swims in nose plugs, and she didn't have them apparently. Water got up her nose, and she like started going into chaos, and basically thinking she was drowning. And when you're drowning, you cling on to anything that might help you stay above the surface. Well, I just happened to be the nearest thing. So we were in the wave pool, in the deep waves, guys. Like, we were going out to the big waves, and then out of nowhere, Rachel's pushing me down in the water, down my shoulders, and I have to push her off, of course, because I also need to swim and breathe. And she just kept getting back on my shoulders and pushing me down. And like, I can't blame her, obviously, because I mean, she was drowning, and just the same that she can't blame me for pushing her off. But yeah, like, I was on the verge of having no air left. Like, you think you have no air and you really don't, but like, I was getting dangerously close to not getting anything anymore, because right when I could come up for a gasp, I was pushed right back down into the water. And I mean, it almost got to the point, if she did it a couple more times, I would have probably, if I could, knock her out, because that's what you gotta do, so then I could breathe. But luckily the lifeguard called it, and the waves stopped, and they jumped out and got Rachel, while basically I did the swimming equivalent of like dragging myself to the shore, or like dragging my leg behind me. I was exhausted, and I worked my way back out of the wave pool. And yeah, that's probably the only near-death experience I've had. Most vivid dream. I don't have a lot of vivid dreams, but I do remember what would be classified as a nightmare as a child. Thinking back on it now, it wasn't really a nightmare, but I can see why I'd be terrified as a child. There are three, but two are the different variations of the same dream. One of them, I'll talk about the two first. Basically, it's the same dream / reality, that there was like a wolf or a pack of wolves down in our mailbox, and I had to get to my parents' room before they reached up and came in the front door, or reached up to the door and came in. And I say this was a dream because it was a dream until I woke up and had to run to my parents' room, still believing that this thing was happening. So there's that. Then I had the same dream, but instead of a pack of wolves, it's about to get weird. It was like a giant chicken, but it wasn't like a giant chicken necessarily. It was like a very obvious person in a giant chicken suit. And I had to get to my parents' room, you know, before they got up to the door. Which is weird, because it's not like I'm afraid of chickens or anything, or mascots or anything. I don't know what the cause of that was, but it happened. And my third vivid dream is a similar theme. I was being chased, but my family and I were in our old car, like I was probably 5. Old car, it was a Jeep, and we were driving around the school. My grandparents lived near a school, and we were driving around that school, but it was like not kept up. It was like barren, like if there was like a radioactive waste mess there, that's basically what it would look like. But it was also dark and barren and overgrown and all these things. Anyway, so we're driving around the school, and we are driving as fast as we can because a T-Rex is chasing us. And we don't want to get caught by the T-Rex, and that's my dream. We didn't get caught. What day of the week, Entertainment Queen asked, what day of the week do you predict you will birth your first child? I was born on a Wednesday, so I don't know. Better than Beethoven asks Kialisetto or Terry Polo. If you don't know who those people are, Kialisetto, the powerhouse that she is, played the bearded lady on The Greatest Showman, and she was absolutely phenomenal, and everything she's done since then has been just as great. Terry Polo played Steph on The Fosters / Now Good Trouble, and I'm a huge fan of her. I have a canvas of her up on the wall over here, of her face going. I love them both for different reasons. Kialisetto, like I said, is a powerhouse. Vocally, she is a miracle. Terry Polo, fabulous actress, and seems like a wonderful person as well, if you follow her Twitter. Gosh, I don't know if I could pick just one, but I think I would have to pick Terry Polo right now. Kialisetto, though musically brilliant. I think she's a great person, obviously, but by watching Terry's Twitter, I can see that she does all these wonderful things. Not that she's she's not very active on Twitter, but when she comes on Twitter, she's like, hey, help me support this charity. And that's awesome. So, what's the word? I don't know. By the things I've seen on the Twitters, we'll go with. By the things that's on the twits, I'll have to go with Terry Polo right now. But Kialisetto, I would still love to meet you. You're, like I said, musically brilliant. Favorite shoes at the moment? This is like asking a mother who her favorite child is. What kind of person are you? But, but I do have ones that I wear quite often, and I call them my shuffleboard shoes because they have a quilted top that remind me of old lady shoes, and then I just relate old people to shuffleboard, even though I've played shuffleboard and it's very fun. So I just call them my shuffleboard shoes, and I had these blue ones, and I wore them, and wore them basically until I was stepping flat on the cement, and I needed a new pair, but I could not find them, and I looked everywhere, and I finally found a black pair somewhere, and they weren't navy, but they would work, and I wear those now, and I love them. Would you ever dye your hair black? I have hairsprayed my hair black, for certain events, but I don't think I should dye my hair black, because my dad had black hair as a child, and people already say I look enough like my dad as it is, so I don't need to have black hair and just like be exactly what he looked like at my age. Favorite eyebrow? Your own eyebrows are the only options. Let's see. One of them is a little outrageous. This one's my favorite. Easy as pie. Ow, I'm pretty sure I just broke my hip. What is my favorite pattern? I don't know. I am a fan of Argyle, but polka dots are always fun. So, turns out that was the last question. But I never even got to my chocolate rooms. I'm done with the croutons anyway. Whoa, featuring the water from my last video. And by last video, I mean video a few days ago when I did water taste testing. Why am I talking like this? Look at her, she's beautiful. Can you even see her? Let's see if we can get focus. Wow, chocolate rooms. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this little setup thing we've got going on, I'm glad you like it. But I need more people to ask questions. So that is your job for this week. Please comment down below any and all questions you have for me, and I will do my best to answer them next week in next week's Q&A. Other than that, it is Friday, so we have the weekend ahead of us, but I will be back at it again on Monday. Please like, comment, share, do all the things, and I will see you on Monday. Oh my gosh, I almost just died. with a brand new video featuring myself, maybe? I don't know. Did you like that? I don't know. Like, comment, share, do all the things. I'll see you Monday. Goodbye.